Hey, so you're trying to start a t-shirt business and you just don't know where to start. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the 3-step process that I use to provide custom product for companies all day long that only brings me profit because I don't need any expensive equipment. I don't even need to be overwhelmed with anything, right? All I need is a heat press. All right, so in this video here, I'm gonna break it down to you, my 3-step process on how you can start your custom apparel business today. All right, so if you're ready for this, smash the like button. Let's jump in the video. What's going on, everybody? This is Erastus. Welcome back to the channel. On this channel, you get tips and tricks to amplify your heat print business. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. I will also appreciate if you can join my Facebook group. It's called Fire Up the Heat Press. And in that group, you can drop your work, ask questions, just talk to people doing this full time and as a hobby. Again, facebook.com/fireuptheheatpress. I'm gonna break down to you my 3-step process on how you can start your t-shirt business today. And you don't need any expensive equipment. All you're going to need is to learn how to fire up the heat press. So there's a lot of different print methods when it comes into printing t-shirts, right? So you're probably spending time right now with all these different overwhelming things. You probably spend a lot of money already on equipment. I want to tell you that you don't need any of that. All you would need to move forward in here is a good quality heat press and the other things that I'm going to tell you about in this video. But the core thing here when it comes to actually producing the shirts happens in 3 steps, y'all. So step 1, you have to gather the design. You have to get the design, the artwork from the client, or you got to create the artwork. Whatever it is, right? You might have to be a graphic designer. You might have to learn Photoshop. If you need some Photoshop classes, I got courses down below. I'll link them to you. But you need to figure out how to get the design ready for print. Okay, so this is the step 1, is figuring out the design aspect of this thing. What does the customer want? Or what design do you want to drop? Whatever levels you're in. Maybe you're coming into it just to be a clothing brand. Okay, if that's you, that's okay. If you're coming to provide customers to other people, that's also okay, right? There's levels to both of those. You just have to figure out now how you're going to get the designs ready for print. That's step 1, is figuring out the design, the graphic design part of this. It's not that hard. It don't have to be so scary, right? You can literally jump on different platforms that offers templates that you can customize and then be able to print. So then step 2 of this thing here is to get some transfers. Not no expensive equipment, not a big time printer to do this for you. All you're going to need is some transfers, right? So this is a transfer company that I use, and these are 15-cent transfers. So you can literally start a t-shirt business with just 15 cents transfers. You might hear that and be like, oh, 15 cents, those things are cheap, they're not worth it. No, like, I've been printing shirts with these hundreds and hundreds of shirts, thousands of shirts for years using the same method. I'm in the process of doing it right now with this job behind me. All you need, step 2, is these transfers. So you got to get a supplier, right? Like I said, I use TKOSales. I'm gonna leave them down below. They have the 15 cents transfers program. All right, you can literally just get your design, upload it onto the site, and these transfers are gonna come to you at 15 cents. I order 40 of these things, or 100 of these things, and I pay 40 bucks. Like, you can't beat that, right? So I'm only into this project right now, $40 out of my pocket. And these shirts, of course, if you're selling shirts, right? So you're gonna have a shirt supplier. Okay, so that's a bonus. You're gonna have the shirt supplier. There's a bunch of suppliers out there. I use SNS Activewear, Alpha Broder, Sanmar. Like all these folks here, you're going to need a reseller's permit if you want to use these companies, because then you get shirts at a discounted rate. So step 1 again, let's go over it. You're gonna have to gather the design. Get the design from the customer, create the design yourself, hire a graphic designer. Step 2, you're going to need a company to provide you with transfers. And the company that I'm talking about in this video is the folks over at TKOSales, okay? So hit the links down below and get familiar with their site. See all the different things that they can offer you. These single color here are a game changer. This is what's gonna help you grow your business faster than anybody else. So then step 3, you're going to have to press the shirts. Press the shirts. That's the most important part. If you can't press the shirts, you can't create custom t-shirts, right? So everything else that I talked about before will not happen without a heat press. So this heat press right here that I have is the Trans Pro Plus 16 by 20 auto open heat press from ProRaw. There's links down below to this heat press here, but this one here is super nice. This is the ultimate heat press right here. This one has an exchangeable plat and a pull-out drawer. This one has an auto open. It does a lot of things, right? And the threadability, all that stuff happens with this heat press. You get your designs, you get your transfers, you get your shirts, you get your heat press. Okay, so then after you get your heat press here, you purchase one from ProRaw. You got the links down below. You got yourself a nice one, 15 by 15. If you're on a budget, you can go up, save a couple more dollars, get the 16 by 20. Wherever you fit in at, just grab you a heat press if that's the last thing you do, because that's the only thing you're gonna need. Please stay away from all the expensive equipments. I've been into DTG, I've been into sublimation, I've went all over the world when it comes to print methods, and it always brings me back to this heat press. If you're watching this video now, that's because you're ready to save time, save money, and be over with the overwhelm. That's why you're here. And that's when I'm bringing you value. So go ahead and smash the like button one time. Let me show you how to actually do this. I've shown you what you need, but let me show you how you actually produce the work. Let's fire up the heat press. See, I ordered 100 or 500. I ordered 500 of these. So like, it's not just small shirts that you can do with these. You can do big orders with this. 500 shirts, 500 transfers. That's gonna cost you less than like 200 bucks. You feel me? You get repeated orders. You can repeat this. You can buy transfers, save them. Customers come, you reprint it again. Like, that's what I'm doing now. This right here is all profit because it's a repeat customer. I already had the transfers, right? So it tells you it can apply on 100% polyester. It can apply on almost any type of garment. So the garments we have right now is 100% performance wear, and it's 100% polyester. So to do this real quick, simple steps. I'm gonna take my heat press, so I'm gonna turn it on the heat press temperature that is recommended by your transfer company. Okay, so TKO transfers that they recommend here is at 300 to 325. That's what temperature needs to be at, and it's gonna cook from 7 to 10 seconds. So I'm gonna load up my heat press here, my Trans Pro Plus 16 by 20. I'm gonna load that up with my shirt. You see, I can load it up, thread, like I threaded it through. You feel me? So what that means, I split this up and I'm able to get even pressure with my shirts. That's why it's important to have a pull-out drawer with a threadability that you're able to thread, right? And this one here is a good press, save you good money on a budget. All right, so I'm loaded up. Step one, load up your shirts. There is ingredients to heat printing, right? Time, temperature, and pressure. I already told you the time is gonna be from 7 to 10 seconds. I told you the temperature is gonna be between 300 to 325. Now for pressure, super important, okay? There's no time attached to that, it's pressure. This machine has a pressure dial right here. You can adjust the pressure. So I'm gonna close this up. I can adjust my pressure, and it's gonna tell me right now we're at 6 pressure, okay? So I'm opening this, I'm at a 6 pressure, that's a good pressure. The other way to get good pressure, consistent pressure, is about that threadability. So there's no seams in the way, everything is cool. Next point here you wanna do with pressure, take this neckline, like this part right here of your shirt, take it off of the heat press. You don't want that there because it can give uneven pressure. So I'm gonna just pull the shirt down a little bit, and that neck is off of the shirt. Now I'm gonna take my TKOSales transfer, all right? I'm gonna lay it on my shirt. The next part is super important. You wanna make sure everything is straight and accurate here. So I'm gonna lay this thing down. All right, now placement is super important. You don't want it too high, you don't want it too low. So what I like to tell people is 3 to 4 fingers from the neckline, okay? So you lay this thing down, put about 4 fingers right here to the neckline. You measure it, it's nice and straight. Do the same thing on the sides. You get 3 fingers on each side and you're cool. So this is good. We're gonna push this thing back in. Double check it again, step back. It's good. Next step, we're just gonna cook it now. All right, so while it's cooking, if you're finding value to this video, go ahead and smash the like button one time. Let me know in the comments, are you in the t-shirt business? Do you use transfers? And what company do you use? So my press is auto open. That's the great thing about this press here. Now I'm just gonna pull this thing off of here, peel this right away, You have to peel it hot. And now you pour this off of here, just like that. All 3 steps. You have a custom t-shirt that you can sell over and over and over again. Go tell more people that you do this. More people is gonna tell other people, and you have a booming, successful business. And all you needed was those 3 things. Get the design, find your transfers company, use the ones that I recommend, grab yourself a heat press using the links that I recommend, and then press those shirts and do it over and over again. You feel me? If you found value here, man, smash the like button. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite print method. All right, peace.